Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Passes. Well, we will tutor up our missing shrine. Old Greenie. And let's get some triggers. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. So Core Set 2021 is here, which means it is time for a special episode checking out our new standard format, and we're playing probably what you expected us to be playing. As soon as I saw Sanctum of All and a new set of shrines, a whole cycle coming to standard, I was pretty sure it was going to be our first Against the Odds deck, and it is our first Against the Odds deck. So we're playing a deck I'm calling Gates and Shrines, trying to get all 6 shrines, 1 copy each because they're legendary, on the battlefield at the same time. So let's talk about the deck, jump right into the game. So our most important card by far is Sanctum of All. Sanctum of All, 5 color, 5 mana enchantment, which is a shrine, so it ups our shrine count. It allows us to each turn tutor for a shrine from our library graveyard put out on the battlefield. So it's a shrine that finds our other shrines. And then if we get all 6 shrines, everyone that's in standard right now, whenever we trigger a shrine, we get to double trigger. So it turns into Shrine of Monicon, doubling up our shrine value. So Sanctum of All not only makes our shrines better, it helps us find our shrines, which is nice because we can't play 4 copies of our shrines because they're legendary. So as you can see, we have 3 copies of some, 2 of others, 1 of a single shrine, basically based on how powerful our shrines are on their own. So our green shrine, for example, Sanctum of the Fruitful Harvest, it's actually pretty good. At the beginning of our pre-combat main phase, we get to add X mana of any one color where X is the number of shrines we control. So even by itself, it's a ramp spell that fixes our mana in our 5 color deck. Sanctum of the Calm Waters, the blue shrine, loots by itself and then draws a ton of cards as we get more shrines. The red and black shrines, they're more late game shrines. Once we get the green and blue shrines going, those are kind of our first shrines that we go for. The red one can discard shrines, which is nice because they're legendary and we don't need extras, or lands to deal damage to creatures or planeswalkers equal to the number of shrines we control. So repeatable removal. Sanctum of the Stonefangs, that's our finishing shrine, drains equal to the number of shrines we control on our pre-combat main phase. And then our white shrine is really bad. It's in our deck purely to up our shrine count. Technically, you can tap creatures with it. I don't think I've ever actually activated it. I'm sure it'll happen eventually, but it's literally just +1 shrine for our better shrines. So if we can get this set up with Sanctum of All helping find our other shrines, getting all 6 on the battlefield, that means every single turn, here's what we can do. We get 12 mana from Sanctum of the Fruitful Harvest. Because remember, it's 6, but then it gets doubled, triggered by Sanctum of All. We get to draw 12 cards with Sanctum of Cobwater. We get to shoot down our opponent's board with the red one. We get to drain for 12 with the black one, and tap things, I guess, with the white one. But that's what we're going for in the deck. To back this up, we get a bunch of ramp just to speed things up. Grow Spirals, Earls, Circuitous Root will make more sense when you see our mana base. Thirst for Meaning, great card draw in our deck because you can discard an enchantment. So that's another way we can get rid of extra shrines because they're legendary and multiples don't do anything. Plus it helps us find the shrines that we do need. We also have Gates Ablaze, which is one of the reasons that we're playing Gates. And we got a bunch more to our sideboard. It's just a sweet early game sweeper that scales well to the late game in a deck full of shrines. As far as our mana base, it's a lot of one-of lands. We got at least 1 copy of every Guildgate in Standard, along with Positive Harmony for life gain and some more untapped lands. So this powers up our gate synergies. We also have some untapped lands, shock lands, basic lands. Really though, our gate synergies are mostly in the sideboard. So if things are going to go wrong with our Sanctum plan, or we just need another line of attack, we can bring in Gatebreaker Ram, because our main deck has not really any creatures. We have Uro, but Uro isn't normally actually coming into play as a creature too often in our deck. It's mostly being cast like a weird Growth Spiral. But we don't really have many creatures, so in theory our opponent should sideboard out their Rash, should sideboard out their removal. Then we can bring in Gatebreaker Ram and just smash our opponent with this massive Trampler. Arcway Angel to gain some life, Guild Summit for more card draw against control, a bunch of counter spells, Shatter the Sky for aggro, and that is Gates and Shrines for Standard. And that's our Against Odds deck for this week. So let's jump into some games, see if we can actually get all shrines, all 6, on the battlefield at the same time for the infinite Shrine of Monicon value. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon. Looking for some new Core Set 2021 cards? Well, you can get them from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom has Core Set 2021 up for pre-sale now, and you can check it out over at cardkingdom.com. Against the Odds time. Core Set 2021 is here, and we are shrining it up in Standard, and we'll keep this. Sanctum can fix our mana. Our lands are all oh boy. All right. Well, we're gonna need red mana fairly quickly. Yeah, let's Simic Guildgate go. Well, this I guess is okay. We can Sanctum and then sweep the board, hopefully. Yeah, let's just Plaza. Sanctum. Oh, if we can get to the point where we get down the Sanctum of All, then things become really fun. Alright, alright, alright. So opponent's making a bunch of dorks, but we're going to kill a bunch of dorks. We drop to 15 temporarily, but we get to add red mana. Gates Ablaze. Guildgate. Do we get to Sanctum next turn? Green, blue, red, white, black. Ooh, Torbrand. Ooh. We can't kill this anyway. Alright, well. So we add red. Sanctum of All. Land. We are taking a Torbrand beating. We're a gate short of being able to kill it. Forbidden Friendship. Oh, we really need a gate. We really need a gate. Grim Initiate. Search our library. Yeah, come on, gate. Come on, gate. Come on, gate. Oh, all right, that's a gate. Add red mana. Play a gate. Gates Ablaze. Shrine. And if we need to, we can kill a creature with this Sanctum. Are we taking down mono red with shrines? It might be happening. And then we can start drawing cards. Another Torbrand. Opponent goes to combat. Well, shoot that down. We will search our library. We will take Black Shrine to start gaining life. We will get some triggers. We're one shine away. Yes, we will draw 5 cards. Thank you very much. We will discard a Sanctum of All. We will add red mana. We will grow Spiral. Put a gate into play. Put a gate into play. Pass the turn. I mean, I think we got it. We're at 13. We're good. We shrined him. We just shrined mono red. Woo! All right. All right, all right, all right. Yes. I did not expect that to work so well, but we shrined them. We had our Gates Ablaze. We cast our Gates Ablaze. Sanctum of All, found our shrines, and once that starts happening, life gets a lot worse for our opponent. So, how do we want to do this? I think we Archway Angel, Shatter the Sky. We'll go down 1 blue shrine, 1 Thirst for Meaning, and I guess 1 Root. Let's try it like that. Yeah, that's fine. We could bring in Gatebreaker Ram, but because our opponent's deck is so big on going wide, Gatebreaker's more for decks that have a big threat or two, especially after sideboarding when our opponent hopefully takes out the removal. Well, okay. Hopefully we keep drawing gates. That's a gate. Guildgate, go. Mountain for our opponent. Gets and hits us. Sure. Grim Initiate. Grim Initiate. Well, Guildgate, go. Well, next turn we can sweep the board. Opponent plays a land. Hits us for a bunch. Our opponent will get an army out of the deal, but opponent passes. Well, play Plaza Harmony. Gain some life. Gates Ablaze. Shieldbreaker hits us. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of just want to root. We could sweep the board. Yeah, let's just get some lands. Get our mana right. So red, green. We want, I think, blue, green, and white, black. So now we have all of our colors of mana. There's the Torbrand. So we take 6, but I think this is fine because we get to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we Gates Ablaze, sweep the board. Shrine to start gaining back some life. Guildgate, land for our opponent. More Torbrands. Oh, we gain a life. Oh, do we just take our beats? It's risky. We could... Let's thirst. See if we can hit an answer to Torbrand. Oh, we should have tapped differently. Yeah, that was definitely mistapping, because we could have had double white there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, play Uro. Gain some life. Put a land into play. Put a land into play. Alright. Well, we can Wrath next turn and play another Shrine. Opponent hits us for 6. Or for 4. Cavalcade. Shield Breaker. Well, drain you. Sweep your board. Shrine number 2. I think we're just straight up beating mono red. I think it's just like happening. Opponent plays a land. Passes. Gets drained. We get to draw a couple cards. Yes. Oh, there it is. There it is. We'll discard a Guildgate. Sanctum of All. Shattered Heights. Guildgate. And that should do it. I mean, I don't think mono red can beat this empty-handed. Maybe Shrines is not just a joke. Maybe it's an actual deck. I mean, we're in such a commanding position, we actually can afford to do this. Yes, we will search for a shrine. Library. Let's take Mana Shrine. We get some triggers. Drain our opponent. Down to 11. We're up to 17. We will draw 5. Yes, please. We will discard a Sanctum. We will add blue mana. We will get back Uro. Gain some more life back up to 20. And we just, this is spectacular. Mind-blowingly spectacular. Yes, please. Trigger. Put a land into play. Gain a bit of life. Grow Spiral. Why not? Oh my god, Archangel. Well, let's just rub it all the way in. Yeah, we'll gain some life. Another Uro. We could have gained even more, I guess, but we'll keep the real Uro. We'll get a trigger. Plaza of Harmony. Gain some more life. Guildgate. And here go, opponent. So we're up to 38 against mono red after playing multiple Torbrands and not mulliganing or anything. They just had the draw they were hoping for. And no, 3 Torbrands, sure. Oh, I'm sorry, opponent. I hate to do this to you, but... Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Well, well then. Yeah, that worked super well. Surprisingly, shockingly well. We'll take it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Whew! Sweet. All right. Against the odds time, we are shrining it up in Standard. The old Gate Shrine deck. Seeing if the new Hondens, they're not even Hondens anymore. They should still be Hondens. But the new Shrines, I guess, are competitive at all? Good? Passable? Yeah, this is actually fine. We got 2 Shrines, we got some ramp, and as long as we hit our lands, we got the Sanctum of All, so... More Shrines. Well, land go. This is actually like a really good Shrine hand. Grow Spiral. Oh. Well, if it's Teamer Wreck, we probably just get Teamer Wrecked. Well, play a Shrine. Number 1, play a Guildgate. We do get a few counters after sideboarding, but opponent... Hey! Well, opponent also has enchantments. We will play Sanctum. Does our opponent have a counter, since they have double mana? Well, pass the turn. Oh! Alright, that's a clock. That is actually pretty frightening. So, let's see. Black, green, white, green, black, white, blue, red. So we can actually play Sanctum of All. I mean, we're gonna... I don't know if it'll resolve. I would guess probably not, but... Opponent makes a wolf, untaps. Ether Gus. Ugh. Yeah, I guess we got a decline, unfortunately. Ugh. Come on, Sweeper. We draw Guildgate. Oh, play Uro. Put a land into play. Put a land into play. Gain some life, pass the turn. Boot it. Untap land. Combat. Gets in. Hits us. Makes another wolf. Counters our spell. Oh, gonna do a little floaty floaty. Yeah, well, we had a good draw, but I don't know if there's any chance Shrines actually can even pretend like they compete with a double mana every turn, unfortunately. Opponent makes a huge shark. Draws a card, leaving up interaction. We 6-10 death. Well, alright. I mean, I think we're just dead, but Growth Spiral. And now we are officially dead. Well, okay. We had a good draw, but Team Iraq is just probably gonna be banned here shortly, so chalk it up to a broken deck running around in Standard. Alright, so we're gonna, I think, bring in the Gatebreaker Rams. We'll do a bit of trimming. Gatebreaker can at least stop the big ground creatures. Bring in a Guild Summit, go down Thirst for Meaning, bring in the negates. We can trim an Uro. Ugh, it's hard to find room for all this stuff. Maybe 3 Gates Ablaze? Let's try something like that. Well, we get to play first. And, I mean, we'll keep this. Gonna need to draw another land. We're a fairly land-heavy deck, though. We got 2 of our better shrines. Actually, in one of our finishing shrines. And a Gatebreaker, so we'll see. Gilgit go. Opponent. I never feel super comfortable against this deck, though. Untap land for our opponent. Passes. Well, play a land and play Sanctum. Opponent counters. Tap land. Opponent passes. Well, Guildgate go. Still need a couple of colors of mana for Sanctum of All. Opponent Growth Spirals. Draws a card. Puts a land into play. And passes. Well, let's Growth Spiral. Guildgate. Go. Well, hopefully, let's see, does our... Well, alright, no wolf, so that's good. We still have negate for a Wilderness Wreck, which is good. And let's Gatebreaker Ram. Sideboard plan, see if it works. Gonna try to do some smashing. Opponent has Mystical Dispute. You know what? I think we're gonna counter that. I think we're on the Gatebreaker plan. Can you beat a 6/6 Trample Vigilance opponent? Please don't Wilderness Wreck us. Opponent passes. Ooh, Thirst for Meaning. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Opponent takes it. Sanctum. Speed up the clock. And let's pass. I think we pass in Thirst for Meaning. Okay, opponent has the Ambusher, so it looks like our wolf is not going to get there all by itself. If we can keep getting down shrines, though. Opponent passes, makes a wolf. Well, Thirst for Meaning. Discard a Sanctum of All. Drain our opponent. Guildgate. Go attacking. Opponent blocks and blocks. Well, we will kill Ambusher. Play a Shrine. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent makes a Shark. I mean, that's relatively okay. Eventually, we can kill it with Sanctum, and we're draining for 2 a turn. We're still mostly scared about the Wilderness Wreck. Opponent combat hits us. Yeah. Down to 19. Passes. Well, drain our opponent. Play a Shrine. Play another Shrine. Got a counter? Alright, pass the turn. That's a Nightpack Ambusher. Certainly. I mean, our opponent's not in great shape, though. They're not in great shape at all. They're in the getting shrined out of the game shape. I'm almost tempted to discard this Sanctum. I think we could get blown out. All right, we'll take it this turn. Sure, hit us. Hit us, a Nightpack Ambusher. Down to 15 for a second. Yeah, opponent makes a wolf. Well, we will Growth Spiral. Put a land into play. Untap. Let the fun begin. Let the fun begin. Drain you for 4. Draw 4. What are all these cards in our opponent's hand? Apparently nothing that answers shrines. Yes, we will draw 4 cards. We will discard a Sanctum. We will play Plaza, gain some life. Yeah, Sanctum of All. It's working! Alright, we'll pass the turn. Chemistry. Yeah, draw those cards, opponent. Draw those cards. Paul's going to need something pretty spectacular, though, because, I mean, we're going to have full 6 shrines. Opponent combat. Attacks. We will discard a guild gate. Kill the ambusher. Take 4. We tried him! We tried him! We tried Teamer Wreck! Uro, sure. Sure, opponent. I am perfectly fine with this. Yeah. Shocks themselves. Passes. Well, we will tutor up our missing shrine. Old Greenie. And let's get some triggers. Double triggers! Drain you out. We would have drawn 12 cards, discarded 2, drained for 12, make 12 mana. It worked. It worked. Somehow. Our Gatebreaker Ram plan was actually pretty decent there. I'm still very curious. What was in our opponent's hand that they were not deploying? Was it a bunch of like Shark Typhoons? Like what was going on with our opponent's hand? But yeah, I think we run it back. I mean, that was probably a little bit miraculous. I still think this, if our opponent just has a good Teamer Wreck hand, it's probably going to be tough, but we'll take what we can get against the tier 0 deck of Standard. Like the Shrine of Monicon win. Okay. Sounds actually pretty good-ish. You'll get go. We got Ramums, opponent. Doing some ramping, putting a land into play. Mountain go. I think we got to leave up Negate, unfortunately, rather than other options. Breeding Pool, untapped. Pass the turn. Blast Zone, I guess, can kind of answer our shrines, although thankfully their mana's costs are pretty varied. Alright, so opponents can make a shark. Castle Vandrus. Heads us down to 16. Ooh, Uro. Yeah, okay. At least our opponent still does need some more lands in the graveyard, so that's a little something. Well, okay, that's a land that goes in the graveyard. Grow Spiral. Put a Guild Gate into play. White, red, black, blue. Like, in theory, we can just play Sanctum of All. In practice, it seems risky. We have 2 gates, so this will be a 4/4? Yeah, I guess we Gatebreaker. I feel like we need to value leaving up Negate for the moment. Alright, Gatebreaker resolves. Opponent cracks. Getting closer to the return of Uro. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 14. Oh, more Fabled Passages. Well, Guild Gate. Go to combat attack. Opponent cracks Fabled Passage. Was this going to be a huge shark? Commence the endgame. Alright. So that makes a 5/5. Opponent trades. I mean, if there's good news, let's say we get to Sanctum of All. And we'll see what happens. Ooh, we are completely shields down. Opponent just drew a bunch of cards, plays a mountain. This is where, like, Wilderness Wreck shenanigans can go really poorly for us. Opponent. Looks like Uro's coming back at a minimum. Can see the hovering over the graveyard. Yeah, there's Uro, draws a card. That is an issue. We don't have an easy way to beat an Uro. I guess we could get White Shrine to tap it down? Oh, no! Alright. Well, we'll always have game 2, where we outshrined the tier 0 deck. Opponent. What was this, Brazen Borrower? Aww. Alright. Well, yeah. That's the power of having double mana. It's very strong. The gates, and yeah. Well, game 2. We will always have game 2. Oh, goodness. Why'd they print Wilderness Wreck? Alright. Against the odds time, we are shrining in M21 Standard. And, I mean, if we can get down the Sanctum of All, could be good. Opponents, I assume on the Yarion discard deck. Yarox, Fen Lurker. Well, we will get rid of a Sanctum of All. Our opponent now does know what we're doing, which is not ideal, but play an island. Grow Spiral's not the worst draw. Pass the turn. Planes for our opponent. Gets in, hits us. Yeah. down to 19. Charming Prince. Well, Growth Spiral. Put a Gilgate into play. Opponent going to blink the Fenlurker. Sure. Gets a Gates Blaze. We get to play a Plains Circuitous Route. So, red, white, blue, green. Green, blue, red, white. So, I think we'll take... Is it Guildgate? Red, white, black, blue, green. Yeah, take Is it Guildgate and Simic Guildgate. Pass the turn. And we'll see what happens. Like, Doom Foretold. Opponent hits us. Well, alright, we discard. We drop to 14. We play Sanctum of All. We pray really hard that our opponent does not have a Straggling Mortify in hand or a second Doom Foretold. Either of those wreck us. Okay, opponent does have a Straggling Mortify in hand. Gets and hits us. Well, we will Gates Ablaze. Sweep the board. Pass the turn. Oh, that Mortify makes me sad, sad, sad. Agonizing remorse. Well, we'll thirst for meaning. Well, alright. Come on, top decks. Give us some love. Opponent takes Gates Ablaze. Refuels. Well, let's see if they've found another answer. Please, no. Please. Please. Plains for our opponent. Fenlurker. Gets our mountain, sure. Yarion. Okay. Well, we're going to get a shrine. Opponent blanks. Gonna draw a bunch more cards. Well, we get to search our library, take blue shrine. We draw a root, we get to draw 2, discard the land, Growth Spiral, Circuitous Route, Guildgate, pass the turn. Oh, opponent's drawn so many cards, though. Plains, Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord, Kaya, Orzhov, Usurper.
Glad to be here. Your problems are profit.
We're getting a tiny bit close to being dead, which is not ideal.
Your bag.
Kaya, exile stuff from the graveyard, sure. We go to 4, also not great. Charming Prince to loop Yarion. Gonna blink everything again. Ugh. Yeah, this is where things get tricky when the opponent gets to start looping. Treacherous Blessing is just so many cards. Opponent's just drawn so many cards. Well, we'll search our library for... I guess we go Green Sanctum. So we have mana to cast what we draw. We draw an Uro, which is fine. Well, we get to loot. Okay. Discard Sanctum of the Fruitful. Actually, how many cards do we have in our graveyard? 8. Yeah, discard Sanctum. Add green mana. Play Uro. Draw a card. Put a Guildgate into play. Uro. Exile some stuff. Decline. Shrine. Go. Oh, we will see. So opponent gets to draw 10 more cards. We'll get rid of Circuitous Route. Opponent's drawn so many cards. Like, literally so many cards. We're 1 shrine short of killing Yarion, but we can kill, like, a Charming Prince. Alright, there's a Doom Foretold. We really need Sanctum of All to live. Oh, opponent draws another Mortify. Okay. I mean, obviously this is bad for us. Opponent plays a Swamp. Exile stuff from the graveyard. Oh, so close. Huh. So, I think one of the drawbacks we've seen with Shrines is decks tend to have just main deck answers, not because they're trying to fight shrines, but because they're trying to fight against other decks. Well, let's Growth Spiral. Opponent's going to get more creatures back. We will put Stomping Grounds into play untapped. So opponent gets a Fenlurker, but we get to kill Sorin.
I will spare you this time.
Opponent hits us. Well, sack Uro. We draw Growth Spiral. We get to add some mana, draw some cards, discard Sanctum, add green, Growth Spiral, put a land into play, Thirst for Meaning, discard some Guild Gates, get back Uro. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw. We will not put a land into play. We will Thirst for Meaning. Discard Sanctum. We'll play Plaza Harmony. Discard a land to hit Kaya.
Whoa.
Pass the turn.
That one actually got through.
I mean, our deck it's doing things. But all those main deck mortifies, and the fact that our opponent's just drawn a ridiculous amount of cards, I think Elspeth Conqueror's Death, yeah, it's tough. Tough, tough, tough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go to 2, and then we have to sacrifice, so we go to 1? So we go to 1, but then we have to sacrifice a shrine. Opponent exile stuff. Well, yeah, we'll sacrifice again. And we get to do a tiny bit of stuff. We will discard the root, add green mana, Uro again. Put a Guild Gate into play. Gates ablaze. Sweep the board. Uro. I mean, we are fighting the good fight to the max. Like, we have gone through so much of our deck, and our opponents had so many answers, but we're still, like, staying alive. We're staying in this. Uro. We will put Plaza of Harmony into play. Gain some life. Play the Shrine. Kill Kaya. Opponent. Finally got rid of the Doom Foretold. Are we actually just going to kill ourselves? We might be just playing through our whole deck. Oath of Kaya for our opponent. Hits our face. Yarion. Going to blink everything. Yeah, I think we're running out of the tools to win now. We've just gone through our entire deck. Opponent going to keep exiling our stuff. Gets rid of Uro. We go to 4. We get some triggers. We discard the land. We add green. We play Uro. We put a land into play. We get back Uro. Gain some life. But none of this really matters because there's another Yarion. Sanctum of the Stonefags. Sanctum of All. I mean, we assembled it. It's just not going to be good enough because of Yarion loops, but we did assemble what we were trying to do. Hey, it's another Treacherous Blessing. Opponent draws 3 cards. Burglar Rat. Takes a damage. Makes us discard. Opponent gets in, hits us. 1, 2, 3. Oh, do we actually get a turn? Do we even have the White Shrine? Oh, they just have another Yarion in hand. That's not good. And we can't get any more shrines. Oh, they had put it in hand. I see. Opponent blinks everything. Yeah. All right. Well, we are just officially out of cards now. Well, that was interesting. We got to see our deck do things. Those things did not lead to us winning the game. But we did do things, and it was kind of impressive. Well, I guess we bring in a couple. We bring in negates. We can bring in the guild summits. Do a bit of ramp trimming, I guess, and run it like that. So I think the thing we have to try to do to have a chance against this deck is to not let Treacherous Blessing resolve. Without Treacherous Blessing, our opponent's deck is going to run out of cards and flail around and fizzle horribly. But when you get to Treacherous Blessing like 10 times a game, very difficult to run out of cards and flail around and fizzle horribly. So if we can stop something, I think that's the answer. The other stuff, whatever, like random discarding and stuff, we can deal with that. We're going to need to hit some blue mana. About it. Also, opponent has a million answers, which is obnoxious, but play a forest, pass the turn. Plains, opponent passes. Well, we will Stomping Grounds, Sanctum, go. If this lives, it makes blue mana. Opponent duresses. Trying to decide what enchantment to take. Alright, goes with Sanctum of Calm Waters. Plays a Swamp passes. Well, we will add blue. Grow Spiral. Put a Guild Gate into play. Plaza of Harmony. Go. Well, what does our opponent have? Blades. Fenlurker. Gets a land. Well, add blue. Sanctum of All. Go. We're going to hold on to this Plaza as a buffer. Please no Doom Foretold. Or Mortify. Land for our opponent. I guess Elspeth Conquerors Death too. Oh, there's a long list of things that gets us here. Okay, just a Kaya. That is encouraging. We're fine with Kaya.
I heard you had some dead things that need to stay.
Gonna exile our cards. That's acceptable.
Dematerialize?
Opponent, Pat, gets and hits us. Oh, we'll search our library for... I think we go Red Sanctum. Add blue mana. Play blue Sanctum. Pass the turn. Leave up Red Sanctum for removal. Oh, man, if we get one more turn, opponent. I mean, if we... Oh! Opponent just runs away! Scurries away! No Treacherous Blessing, and things go much, much better. And they scoop the match! They scooped the time! After grinding us out in game 1, we just shrined him right out of existence, taking down the discard deck. So I will say, so far my impression of shrines is they actually are pretty easy to put together, and they're pretty powerful when you put them together. The downside is there's a lot of decks that just incidentally answer them, so you do get blown out because of that. But in just a world of like gold fishing, without Mortifies and Elspeth Conquerors Deaths and Teferis and so forth to blow up shrines, the deck actually functions very smoothly and works really well. So, yeah, I mean, try them, scare them away, scurry off, discard player. We'll take it. Sweet, sweet. All right. Against the odds time, we are shrining it up in Standard. And, this is close to being good. Basically, one more land of any type can make this hand pretty good. Temple of Mystery for our opponent. To the bottom. Well, that is not a land of any type. Well, play the land, pass the turn. Like... one land gets us to root, which gets us to everything else. It looks like Bant Ramp. Ugh. Alright, that's not a land. Ugh. We are a 26 land deck, so we're not super cheaty. There's Grow Spiral for our opponent. Puts an island into play. And... Fabled Passage. Cracks Fabled Passage. Grabs an island. And... Teferi. Alright. Well, that means our first shrine... Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay. That's not good. The draw one land plan not coming together the way we hope. I'm going to cycle with Teferi, draw a card. Passes. All right, there's the one land, finally. So we play the land. We will Circuitious Root. How many counters you got over there, Teferi.deck? We're going to decline. All right, so not a counter, but main deck Ether Gust, and then a Brazen Borrower. It is kind of hilarious how good some decks are at just wrecking shrines. Hilarious in a very like sad, disappointing, frustrating way, but hilarious nonetheless. Yeah, okay. Sanctum of Calm Waters. Gotta make sure Teferi has something to bounce. Can't Ether Gust that, can you, opponent? Alright, Gilgate go. We draw our lands a smidge slower than we would have liked, but opponent catches into Teferi, bounces our Sanctum, draws a card. Untap land, and we got something Hugh, another Teferi, okay. Well, that'll bounce our next our next one. Well, Circuitious Route. Oh, come on! Oh my goodness! Either Glass shouldn't even be that good against us. Oh my goodness. Opponent takes up Teferi, gets it, hits us. Now to 9. We play Uro. What do you do if you run into anything other than mono red? How? How is that even possible? Alright, Plaza Harmony go. Still don't have 2 gates somehow. Opponent gets it, hits us. Plays a land. Takes down to Teferi, draws a card. We play a Guildgate. We play Sanctum of All. Oh, sweet mother! Wow! Oh my god. Alright, Brazen Borrower. Well, that was a thing that happened. Hi! Wow! Oh boy, standard. Standard. Okay, so I guess we'll bring in Mystical Dispute. Not that it's very good if our opponent plays a Teferi, but yeah, you know, maybe they don't. You never know. Maybe they don't draw them. So we will do a little bit of trimming. Bring in the Guild Summits, bring in Mystical Dispute. I don't even think we're going to bring in Negate. Wow. Huh. I don't know what's more disappointing, that our opponent had 4 Ether Gusts in their starting hand, or that it worked out against our 5-color deck that is not especially Ether Gustable, but yeah, I mean, what can you do, I guess? Simic Gilgate go. Opponent plays a tap land. Now we'll probably have to... our opponent's definitely going to be leaving in the Ether Gust after Ether Gusting a million spells last game. We'll just pass and Grow Spiral. Opponent's probably doing the same thing, I guess. Yeah, Grow Spiral. Puts a land into play, untaps. Plays a land, and Teferi. Alright, so the fun begins, I guess. Stomping Grounds.
You show remorse.
Opponent takes down Teferi. I'll play a land, play Guild Summit, draw a couple cards, pass the turn. Opponent takes up Teferi, plays a land, and bounces Guild Summit. Play a land, Guild Summit. Draw a card. Grow Spiral. Opponent also grows spirals. Okay, well, we're getting close. We still need white mana at some point, but we're getting close to...
I've got it.
...to shrining. And we can Uro and Thirst. And we haven't got Ether Gusted yet, which is nice. Our Guild Summit's been keeping us up card advantage-wise. Opponent is like the 3 or 4 of a kind master. Every game. Untap land. Craig's Fabled Passage. Oh, is this Elspeth Conquers Death? Oh, playing Uro. Draw a card. Put a land into play. Play an Uro. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Alright. Well, we'll see. What do you got, opponent? We are definitely ahead in cards. Ooh. Alright. Big old Shark Typhoon. Makes a 3/3. Opponent cashes into Teferi. Bounces Guild Summit. They must have, yeah, more Teferis.
I'm known for my excellent time.
Takes up Teferi and tap land to the bottom. Gets and hits us. Well, let's 1, 2, 3. Thirst for Meaning. Discard a. Yeah, let's discard Sanctum for now. We don't have black mana either? That's awkward. Huh. I'll play Guild Summit. Play Guild Gate. Draw a card. Grow Spiral. Gotta do it all main phase because of Teferi's. Alright, Guild Gate, draw a card. There's our black mana. Actually, no, it's not, is it? Wow, we still don't have white or black. Interesting. Alright, there's Brazen Borrower. We will discard a root. Opponent bounces Guild Summit. Plays a land. Gets in, hits us. Alright. Teferi's at 2. So let's play Plaza of Harmony. Gain some life. Gates Ablaze. Opponent Ether Gust. Sure. Well, we will Uro. Exile some cards. Draw the Gates Ablaze. Gates Ablaze. Alright, opponent vetoes. Well, opponent's down to 3 cards. We still have many cards in hand. Runs out of Brazen Borrower. Yeah. Opponent takes up to Fairy. Gets in, hits us. Down to 12. Well, what are these cards in hand? How good are they? Another Brazen Borrower. Well, let's Thirst for Meaning. Discard Sanctum. Play the Swamp. Gates Ablaze. Sweep the board. Sanctum. We'll pay. Alright, opponent's down to 1 card. They do have the Teferi, they have this Brazen Borrower, but we have a handful of cards. Opponent's down to 1 card. Opponent catches a Teferi, goes back up to 3 cards. Does that mean they just have another Teferi? There's always another Teferi. There's never an end. Okay, another Teferi, of course. Gotta get used to there just always being another one. Opponent gets in, hits us with Teferi down to 9. Now, what's the last card? Opponent needs a good one. 1, 2, 3. Alright, opponent gets the land, passes. Well, I guess it's Shrine time. We still need white mana, but we will play the Sanctum. Opponent runs out of Frilled Mystic. Okay, so how much are we taking? Not a lethal amount, but a lot. And Teferi can still bounce things. 1, 2. I'll play Uro, draw a card. Play Sanctum. Play Sanctum. Pass the turn. Opponent can bounce 1 of them with Teferi for the millionth time, but opponent hits us down to 6. Picks up Frilled Mystic, draws a card, plays a land. Well, we get to drain our opponent. And we get to add 2 mana. We will go... green. We will Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the Frilled Mystic. Well, 1, 2... 3. Guild Summit. Draw some cards. Gates Ablaze. Guild Gate. Draw a card. Discard the Mountain, pass the turn. Huh. Well, I mean, we're grinding, and we're slowly increasing our count. And opponent's done? We just outground him through the highest number of Teferis that I have ever seen in the history of Magic. Well, I mean, we'll take it. That was good. That was good. Even through the disruption. Thankfully, we didn't see Elspeth Conqueror's death, which is probably the most obnoxious disruption for our deck. Along with, yeah, I guess there's several things that are similar, but all right, we'll keep this. Gonna need green mana at some point, but this is functional. If we ever get the green mana, we got all the Uros. Alright. That's green mana. Growth Spiral for our opponent. Plays a land and cracks it. And what? Uro. Sure. Ooh, another Fabled Passage. Play the land. Play Uro. Put Guildgate into play. Opponent passes. Well, root. Alright, counter 1. We could have really used those lands. Opponent finds the land. Gets in, hits us. And there's Teferi joining the party.
Stand by and watch. I've got time.
Draws a card. We did find a land, thankfully. Well, 1, 2, 3. We will play Guild Summit. Draw a card. Guild Gate. Draw a card. Pass the turn. See what our opponent's got. Brazen Borrower. I mean, we do have the Sweeper in hand if we can stick it. Takes up Teferi.
I have a plan.
Untap land. Hits us. Play Plausive Harmony. Gain a couple life. Play Sanctum. Yeah, we'll put that to the bottom. Gates ablaze. Sweep the board for the moment. Oh no! Nightpack Ambusher. Takes up Teferi. Hits us. I don't know what we do about this. Because that's row 2. Ugh. Close. Close. We put up a good fight. Opponent Uros. Draws a card. Gets some big creatures. Puts a land into play. Oh, we can't kill the Uro, though. This is bad. This is real bad. Well, Uro. Gates ablaze. But we don't get to kill the Uro, so our opponent still gets to keep drawing extra cards. Oh my god. Alright, bounces Guild Summit. Yeah, plays a land. So this means there's another Teferi in hand. Gets in, draws a card. Puts a land into play. We go to 10. Well, play Sanctum of All. Oh, alright. Boy, those Ether Gusts! Those Ether Gusts! Infinite Ether Gusts. Yeah, alright. Shark Typhoon makes a 5/5. Mocking good game after drawing 6 Ether Gusts, including 4 in their opening hand in game 1, and we will scoop it up. Well, interesting. Alright. Against the odds time, we are shrining away in Core Set 2021 Standard. Seeing if we can assemble Shrine of Monicon. See what our opponent's up to. Watery Grave. Well, I think we will just get a Shrine down. Shrine 1 on the battlefield. 20 turn clock. Look out, blue-black. Well, yeah, Steam Vents go. I guess Ashiok is a way blue-black can answer enchantments. Growth Spiral, put a Guildgate into play. Sanctum. Well, this is kind of looking up. Blue Sanctum is our best one at the moment. That's going to start drawing his cards. Opponent plays a land. What is our opponent's deck? Alright. Well, triggers drain you. 16. We're up to 22. We will definitely draw 2 cards. We will discard Simic Guildgate. Play a white source. White, blue, red, black. Whew. Alright, next turn we could potentially Sanctum of All. I guess opponent could also have Brazen Borrower. Alright, Shark Typhoon. That's fine. The Shark's just a 2/2, and we're actually gaining 2 a turn, so opponent gets in, hits us. Passes. Well, get some triggers. Drain ya. Draw ya. Discard Blue Sanctum. Play a land. White Sanctum? Sanctum of All? Shrine of Monicon? You got counter? Oh no! Wow, if our opponent doesn't have counters, we're in great shape. Wow, this is like the Shrine Dream. Yes, scry opponent. Scry away. I mean, I guess I could have Ugin, but that's a little bit away, and we are getting close to maximum shrineage. Kezalak opponent hits us for 2 with the least scary shark I've ever seen. Sure, steals away our wrath. Well, we'll grab a shrine. Green shrine. Give us that mana. Give some triggers. Drain you. Draws. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well, that went surprisingly well. Our opponent, I don't know what their, maybe just a handful of creature removal? I don't know what their hand was. But, that went as well as we could hope. So I think, against blue-black, I think we want more card draw. We'll go down Circuitious Route. We'll go down a Gates Ablaze or 2. We'll go down a Thirst for Meaning. We'll go up the Mystical Disputes and the Guild Summits and run it like that. I mean, that went about as good as you could imagine. We just played shrines, they resolve. That shows the power of shrines when our opponent is not doing brutal things to answer them, which is something that happens a lot in Standard. Ooh, mulliganing? Alright. Well, if our opponent's starting at 5 cards, this could work. How much disruption can they possibly have? Gilgate, go. Land and Remorse. I don't know what our opponent takes. Probably Blue Sanctum, I guess, or Blue Shrine. Yeah, alright, takes a Blue Shrine. Yeah, Gilgate, go. Could have shocked ourselves to leave up Mystical Dispute, but save that for later. Kezalak, Agonizing Remorse. Alright, well, opponent's all about taking our shrines. Ooh, Guild Summit's sweet. Well, play Steam Vents. Let's just Uro. If our opponent Mystical Disputes that, that's fine. Opponent ups. To the top. Well, Gilgate, go. Next turn, we can get down Guild Summit and start drawing a lot of cards. Oh, opponent is also trying to Sanctum. That's cute. It seems less fun if you're only playing 2 colors, though. Well, let's Guild Summit. Draw a card. Gilgate. Draw another card. And now we're off to the races. Drain away, my friend. Drain away. Growth Spiral. Put Plaza into play. Sanctum, go. Opponent drains us to 22, passes. Ooh, more Sanctums. Let's add white. Play Sanctum. Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral. Well, pass the turn. Opponent drains us to 21, plays a land. We're definitely countering that. We would like to be able to draw cards. Ooh, another shrine. All right. Add blue and Uro. Oh! Do we have the colors? We don't. Next turn. All right. Shrine. Go. Almost to Shrine of Monicon. We're up to 3 naturally. We got Sanctum of All in hand, which should find the rest. Opponent passing. Ooh, Sanctum. Oh, I'm sorry, opponent, but we're gonna be mean. Only we are allowed to shrine. White. So we need to add white, which lets us Sanctum of All. Guildgate. Guild Summit. Pass the turn. Shrine of Monicon. Shrine of Monicon. I imagine our opponent's just gonna concede, but okay, yes, yes, Shrine Wars, that's fine. We will search our library. We will take the blue shrine. Up to 5. We draw a Guildgate. We get some triggers. Yes, we will draw 5 cards. We will discard a Plains. We will add blue. Play black shrine. And we're just going to pass. We're not even going to Uro. I'm afraid if we Uro, our opponent will scoop. And I want to get the shrine win. All right, pass the turn. No Uros. No Uros. We have all the shrines. I mean, our opponent is shrining too, which is sweet, but we are way more committed to the shrines. I think this is a cool idea, though. Like, blue-black control shrines? Sadly, opponent, that only works for creatures, and our shrines are currently not in creature mode. I don't know if that was a misclick or... all right. Outshrined the blue-black shrine deck. That was good, at least. Please wait. So what do we learn this week about gates and shrines in Standard? And overall video-wise, we went 3-2, which that's pretty reasonable with Shrine.deck. Although, I did a lot of testing with this deck, played a lot of games as I was preparing to record. And I will say, I think my overarching opinion of shrines is that they're way better than I thought, but, there's a big but here, but they don't really line up with the metagame very well. So the thing I was shocked about from this deck was actually twofold. One is, the new shrines are way better than the old ones. They are just way more powerful, they offer better removal, they offer a cheaper mana cost, they offer ramp, so the shrines are actually pretty powerful cards, and it's pretty easy, with the help of Sanctum of All, to actually find our shrines consistently, quickly. We didn't have much trouble getting up to like 5 or 6 shrines on the battlefield in a lot of games. So that's the good news. The shrines are actually good. The bad news is, oh boy, there are some cards that just absolutely wreck what we're trying to do. And here again, this is also kind of twofold. So for one thing, cards like Elspeth Conquers Death, Teferi, Brazen Borrower, they're just heavily played because they're really strong, and it just happens that they all bounce or exile our shrines, which really makes our game plan difficult in some matchups. A lot of decks just accidentally have main deck ways to exile our enchantments, and one of the upsides of trying to play enchantments is traditionally that people aren't prepared to kill them, so they're likely to stick around. But that is definitely not the case in our current Standard format. The other thing is, because Wilderness Wreck is pretty heavily played, a lot of decks are playing like Mortifies or have sideboard cards that can blow up enchantments. So every deck, it seems like, some in the main deck, just tons of incidental answers, and many in the sideboard have ways to interact with it, and that doesn't even include how many people want to play Ugin right now, and Ugin is just like a Shrine Wrath, which is insane. So I think I'm very impressed with the power level of these shrines. Like, I was blown away at how quickly and consistently we were getting 4, 5, 6 shrines on the battlefield, and once we get to that point, we're going to win the game. We're drawing a ridiculous amount of cards, we're draining, we're just doing all kinds of sweet stuff. On the other hand, there is a lot of blowout potential, and when things go wrong, they go wrong pretty quickly because decks have these like main deck cards that just interact with our plan. So I feel like shrines, and I can't believe I'm saying this, are actually pretty competitive. They're pushed in a way that I think they're like semi-playable. I just wish that the meta was not so accidentally prepared with Ugins and Elspeth Conquers Death and so forth to deal with shrines. But in general, I had a lot of fun playing this deck, and I was surprised at how quickly and easily we were able to assemble the 6 shrine combo and how good that was at winning games. So anyway, that's Gates and Shrines, that is Sanctum of All and Friends in M21 Standard, and that's been our Guess the Odds for this week. So thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, make sure to vote for next week's deck, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.